Hello, this is Unscather, and I want to show you guys how to access the Limbo page within Plants vs. Zombies 1. My guide will specifically be for the Game of the Year edition, which can be found on Steam, but this will also work for the original Windows PC version. The only difference is a few numbers, which I'll discuss at the time we are implementing the change. This guide is specifically for changing the hexadecimal values, but do be aware that there are other approaches that you can make, such as using cheat engine or customized third-party tools. So I'll go ahead and show you the default behavior of the game. When you go into a mini-games, puzzle, or survival page, you'll be greeted with the games available that you have unlocked, but at the bottom of the page, we should expect to see a bar with our different pages available, including the Limbo page. That currently is missing as this is the default version of the game. So I'll go ahead and quit out of that. Once you have quit out of it, go to your settings and browse your local files. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure you have a backup of both the game and your data. So we'll go ahead and Control-C, Control-V. And the reason we want to do this is because we are directly affecting the hexadecimal values of the executable file. There is a chance that we can corrupt the files themselves, including the game data. So just to make sure that we have everything right, or we want to throw everything back to its original state, we have the files to be able to do that with. Now, your page here for your user data may be a little different. It's under Steam, user data, your unique user ID, which I've blurred mine out, 3590, and remote. I don't have access to the original PC version of the game, so I unfortunately cannot tell you where that data is, but it will look similar to this, or at least a version of this with .dat files. So make sure that you copy these, save them somewhere on your PC that you can easily access as needed. Next, you want to have a hexadecimal editor. So I have chosen to use HXD. So we'll go ahead and open up the executable, the original one, not the copied one. And you should be greeted with something like this. Now, the next step will be distinct to which version of the game you have. So we'll go to the Wikipedia page, and we notice that there's a small difference between the addresses as well as the original values. We're going to ignore the address, and I'll explain that why in a moment. But the original values are currently in their decimal form. We want to convert those to hexadecimal, which I do have a tool that I used, which is from online. You just look up a hexadecimal to decimal, and this is one that pops up. But I'll save you guys the trouble. And this is the Game of the Year version. These are the hexadecimal values. You'll want to include a space between these. And the bottom version is the original PC version. So I'll make sure to include both of these in the comments if you want to take a look. But for now, we'll go ahead and copy the one that we need for the Game of the Year version. Now, we could search by pressing Control-G for the specific address of the bytes that we need to alter. However, this unfortunately is an outdated address list, and this is where it gets a little tricky, especially as to why we needed to make backups of our files, is because I have not been able to find any recent updates to what files we need to modify. So we have to get our hands a little dirty. We're going to press Control-F to search, go to hex values, paste in our hex values, and press Search All. Notice that we have more than one different location that we can access. Earlier I've been seeing there was only 5, now I see 6, and I'm a little confused with that, so apologies for that. So we see different address locations. that we can try to modify these files. What's nice is we see that they're adjacent to one another, similar to how we saw within the original guide. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the first one, 136. We need to convert all these to 144, and this is for both versions. Both of these will be set to 144, which is a decimal value of 90. Once we do that, we'll press the save button, go back to our launcher, and it might be directly through the game's executable, which will just go to that file instead. Press play. And if everything has done what you need to, then you'll be greeted with the page. I have seen this error before, so I'm not sure if that is particularly an issue or not. Okay. And for me, it still opens. Now that we click on one of these pages, we see that we have not affected the file. So we'll go ahead and quit out of this. We did not make the correct change. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that. No, I cannot. One moment while I re-prepare the file system. All right. I made the restoration, so I just deleted the original one, used the copied version, and renamed it to the original file name. We're going to make another copy of this. I need to paste it as well. And we're going to repeat the same step. Grab our numbers, Control F for hex values, go to next. Rather, search all. And this is what I saw originally. I saw there were 5 different values. And the first one I clicked on this list is what worked for me. So we're going to restart this process once more. Save. Play. And it still gives an error, and they're unique errors. Unfortunately, I'm not confident of the code base to be able to explain what those may be. But now we see that the bottom bar has appeared. So we have page 0, page 1, page 3, and what we're looking for specifically, the Limbo page. And I'll make sure that this runs correctly, but that's pretty much it for the tutorial. You should be able to click on any of these and play it. I know there's an issue. I don't know if I see the ice level in here or not. No, I have not. Okay. But you should be able to click on one of these and it should go right into the game. I already had a version of this going just to test earlier, so I'll just do a new version. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and play this level out because this is my first time trying it. So if you want to watch that, I'll speed it up and you get to watch that. Otherwise, yeah, best of luck.